We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check three. He's checking. Crash. Shift. Kill. Check. Kill.
This is Breida. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
25. Value 1. Check 26.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
180. Check 43. Hey, Shell. Kill. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Watch the edge. Switch. Two.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Chandler Catanzaro on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
There we go, tonight. 180. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Flare, alert, flare. Mike 28. And watch the lane. Check 37. Check 37. It's running.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get in that holes. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Let's get it. Go tonight. 180.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
5. Mike 35. Man, I got you. Super. 35's the Mike. Go. Check me out. Mike 35.
Out of the gun. Goff. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And a give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Like 20. 35. Hey, me and you. We're good. I'm coming after you. 35's the Mike. Watch the run. Bravo. 35, Mike 35. Hey, 76.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's another 49er first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
20. Mike 5-4. Let's go one more. Watch the safety creep. Check 13.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, kill. I got him. Shit. There's orange. Switch it, kid. Switch it. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jared Goff, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
What? 180. Hey, kill. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, seam 6.
Let's go. Hey, 12. Number 53. Mike 53. Watch the pass. Hey, switch.
Turbo,
After the interception, here's Goff. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Hey, watch in, watch in. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check, 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 check. Value 3, value 3. Check 9, check 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
20. 54 Mike. 76, tell him. 76. 76. 54 Mike. 58. Exit. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah, we're close. Stay in situation. Let's go. Check 3. Check 9.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Crunch. Crunch. Watch 12. 12. Go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On second and 7, Murray. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
From the 27, Goff. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 4, check 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, Arizona.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now the 49ers signal for the timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Cut. Hey, Mike 50.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And finding the tight end Hooper. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
That's what I do. Go. 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Under 10, 10. 49, check 49, check 49. Tiger.
Check 24, check 24.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Mike 35.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
No. 2 for 1. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 31. Check 31.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's the 34-yard line.
Not 180.
He's coming. Check in. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
6 guys. Check 6. Maverick.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Turn it up. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Check 3. Check 3.
Topper.
Shift.
They run again with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Kill.
Maverick.
Check 25.
And to give this time to the tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From just shy of midfield, Goff, deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
from the gun on third down. Murray. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Murray now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Murray, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it is incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On second down now, it's Miles. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Super. Switch. DC.
Right back to him on first down. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for San Francisco, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.